Hello everyone, can you believe we made yet another week? Hi, this is Ken Fanger, President of On Technology Partners, and I am coming to you again on Walk to Business, where I take my personal health journey and share it with business concepts. Whew. Today was a hard one to get going, but hey, I'm closer to that 1 mile. So today I wanted to kind of talk about something that I saw Kim Scott had posted a few days back. And that was about boss, manager, and leader. And she talked about how they all carry baggage and how they're used interchangeably. And I was thinking about that, and I had made a comment on her post as well. But the truth is, they're not interchangeable. They're very different, and we all know this. We all know that a boss is a position given by the organization. And I always remember when I was in school, I was talking to a colonel in the Army, and he would talk about the new lieutenants that would come out, and they would start to basically try and boss around the old sergeants. And the truth was, they were the boss, but they were neither managers nor leaders. They didn't understand that experience that sergeant had gave them a lot more skills and should have earned a lot more respect. And when you talk about managers are the people that organize. It doesn't mean they're good at getting people to do things, but what they are good at is making sure they know what needs to be done, when, and where. And you need those people. You need the people that know what projects need to be completed, how they need to be completed, but they don't necessarily motivate anyone to get where you need to go. And so that's where the third one comes in. Leaders, true leaders, are the ones that get people motivated. They're the ones that understand and can express the vision. They are the ones that can get people. And they're usually not the ones you think of. They're not very often the actual manager, and they're not the boss. It could be in a secretary. They're the one that gets the other secretaries to align themselves, figure out when they're going to come to work. You want to make sure if you see those traits in a person, you promote that up. Make those people the boss so that people will follow them. You do want bosses that are leaders, but many times we promote bosses because they've been in the job a long time or they did a certain task well. And I remember this from when I was at BP. There was an amazing guy who was their network manager. He was in charge of the IT department. The problem was he loved to do the networking, but he wasn't very good at managing people, and he wasn't very good at leading. So a lot of the time, something would come up, he'd be like, oh, I'll just take care of it. Instead of passing it to his team and then distributing the work, he would do all the work because he was very good at doing the work, but not very good at managing the work, and definitely not very good at leading the people that needed to do the work. So when you're sitting there and you're wondering what you should do, how you should hire, how you should promote, think about those three things. Boss is something you give. Manager is somebody who organizes, and a leader is somebody that motivates. If you're not using these standards to see what you want to pick, you're going to end up with a problem, especially if you try to promote a boss from somebody that does it in the field, but may not want to manage people that do it in the field. So this is Ken Fanger again. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you next week when I try and get a little closer to 1 mile run. Thanks, everybody.